We live in a difficult world. We have to work in an increasingly competitive environment. We have to cope with an overwhelming information overload caused by the technological explosion. Conflicts and problems anywhere in the world can affect us due to our access to information. We have finished almost a quarter of the 21st century, yet we still face basic problems such as poverty and disease. Injustice and oppression continue to make a mockery of human civilization. Clearly, it's not easy to find happiness in a frenzied and frantic world like ours. Happiness is such an important thing for all of us. Happiness probably is the main reason behind most of our actions. If money could buy happiness, people would pay any price for it. Throughout human history, people have sought after happiness. Thinkers, psychologists, and philosophers, all alike, have endeavored to know the secret of happiness, with scientists foraying into the quest with equal ardor. Monks and mystics have had recourse to religion. The conquest of happiness, however, is yet to happen. Epictetus, a Greek philosopher of the Stoic school, devoted his life to learning and teaching the art of happiness. His lessons can tremendously help you in making your life happier. In this video, I'm going to give you the gist of the works of this philosopher. But first, could you just hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get more informative videos like this one? I've summarized Epictetus' work into 10 basic principles. Amazingly, these principles are in complete accord with the tenets of modern happiness psychology. Here are the pearls, the 10 pearls from Epictetus. 1. Know yourself and your limits. The first step is to know who you are, what you are capable of doing, and what you are not. In this world, the only two things over which you have absolute control are your views or opinions and your actions. Events, things, and other people are completely beyond your control. Trying to change what lies outside the remit of your influence is the main source of unhappiness and discomfort. 2. Let reason govern your thoughts and actions. Man's ability to reason is God's most precious gift, which must be preserved and enhanced through judicious use and proper training. When things happen around us, they make appearances or impressions, which we can perceive through our 5 senses. Humans are inherently capable of deploying reason to seek out the truth in these impressions. Humans' use of logical reasoning to arrive at a rational conclusion is one of nature's most remarkable feats. Exercising reason to analyze the world without letting emotions cloud your judgment is essential in liberating yourself from much unwarranted agony. 3. Have a purpose in life. Life is yours for a season, and you must not squander the gold of your days in an aimless existence. You can't afford your life to be like an abandoned ship on a wayward voyage, buffeted by the strokes of destiny. A purposeless life is meaningless, unsatisfying, and unfulfilling. You must therefore have a purpose which will give you a focus, a sense of direction. Furthermore, life will feel more satisfying and worthwhile. 4. Cultivate a character. Many people live a fake life, creating a persona which they put on like a mask to hide their own face. They put a pretentious face on to try to impress other people. In their desperate attempt to sound more agreeable, impressive, and wise, they apishly imitate others whom they consider more important. getting a result contrary to what they expect, such people always end up feeling inferior deep inside. In fact, such base imitation is a source of discontent and a serious barrier to happiness. Create your own true character by building on your own strengths and remedying your personal flaws. Conduct yourself in consonance with your true character, both in public and in private. 5. Do not curse or blame. Unnecessary dwelling on the past or worrying too much about the future can destroy your peace of mind. Watch out for the tendency to lament what went wrong or to constantly fear what might go wrong. This habit achieves nothing but stops you from enjoying the present moment. Cherish the good things here and now and be prepared for any eventuality. Always remind yourself, destiny is not in my control. Events are not in my control. I can only control the views I take of them. 6. Do not grieve a loss. Any worldly loss is destiny's pronouncement that must be accepted with equanimity. Excessive lamentation over what you cannot change is an exercise in futility. Do not blame yourself, others, or Providence for anything that goes wrong. It's pointless to blame and curse yourself or someone else for woes that befall you. Have lost someone or something? Consider it something that destiny gave you and took back. Learn to wean your heart from things that are not absolutely yours. 7. Take the high road. There are usually two ways to respond to any difficult situation. One way often makes it easy to bear the difficulty, the other not so much. Suppose a co-worker treats you impolitely by yelling at you and saying nasty things without any fault of your own. One response is to consider this just an event over which you have no control, something for which, therefore, you don't have to feel slighted. This response is better than getting upset and feeling insulted. Prevent people and events from impacting you adversely by choosing the proper response. 8. Think well, then act. You'll frequently encounter problems to which more than one response is possible. Whenever the stakes are high, never act on impulse. Take your time. Think things through. Analyze the situation from all angles. Look at the whole picture. Look at the details. Once you have grasped the matter adequately, take your decision. You're less likely to regret it after. 9. Think of your duties first. Each relationship in which you are bound to other people ordains certain duties and rights. It's your father's duty, for instance, to provide for your food and other needs, and to look after you and love you when you are a child. Suppose your father could not provide for your needs and was not able to perform his duty well. He wasn't very loving or was very cold. Does that mean you as a son should reciprocate in equal measure by not doing what's your duty? Certainly not. You must remain a good son by obeying your father and treating him with respect and care. You must act just as your duty toward other people obligates you, regardless of how they act. Odd as it may seem, this approach will add to your life's happiness. 10. Seek happiness for all. Letting others share in your bliss multiplies your own happiness. Be grateful for anything good that happens to you or other people. Genuine pleasure is possible only if you do not let envy of other people become a thorn in your side. Apt here is the story of the two rosebuds who opened their eyes one spring morning. One of them, who is selfish, cries, "My beauty and sweet scent are mine, just mine. I'll never let anyone feast their eyes on me or smell my perfume." The other one, who is generous, says, "I will give myself away. I'll let everyone enjoy my beauty and be pleased by my fragrance." By the by, the selfish rosebud shrivels and dies, whilst the generous one blossoms into a rose. Thank you.